Hey, good morning, everybody. Andy Demi here at the London Trading Institute. So, woke up this morning and heard the disturbing news about Ukraine getting attacked by Russia. So, I want to kind of start by saying, we are thinking of everybody affected and hope that some peace can come in that region. But at the moment, it's looking quite bleak, and the markets are in turmoil. Yeah, just wanted to start by saying, we're thinking of you, and we really hope that everything improves there. So, from a market point of view, guys, there's a lot of uncertainty right now, and there's some interesting things going on. And one of those things is it's interesting to see where money is flowing to and where money is leaving from. And that's what I'm going to talk about today. I'm going to talk about a few different things, looking at the markets and, the uncertainty in the markets right now and how that kind of affects us. So let's have a look. And let's go through and have a look to see how the markets have reacted and essentially, what it basically means and the things that you need to take note of. So I will start by sharing my screen and we'll take a look at the S&P 500 first, guys. So you can see, from the early hours, the S&P has dropped significantly. You'll be able to see it a bit clearer on a lower time frame. And it's typically not active during the night session, but you can see that the market has, it was already kind of pushing down, but then obviously the attack has meant that the S&P is now going lower. And if you have a look here, guys, I think officially now we might want to say that we are in a correction. It's been a while since the market went below the 200 EMA here, and you can see that the S&P 500 now is clearly below the 200 EMA. And also, you can also see, guys, that it's the first time we're starting to see this kind of new sequence of lower lows and lower highs. So if I just bring my pen in, you can kind of highlight that for you. So you can see as we were kind of rallying, the market has generally been making these kind of higher highs and higher lows. But you can see there that we've taken out these lows now. We've got a lower high, so that was our previous high point. And then here, looks like we're about to take that low out, and we could be in an official correction now. Okay. And if the turmoil continues, because it affects every country, it's creating uncertainties, creating supply chain. It's limiting supply in certain commodities. So, what else has been interesting to see is, we've been kind of speaking about Bitcoin being a potential safe haven, when there's turmoil, but the market right now is going back to its old trusted friend, which is gold. And, if I just bring in the gold spot position, you can see what's happened from the breaking news. Gold has had a really big push up, and it's going back towards its year highs. So, this could actually take out the year highs with that reaction, because it doesn't look like there's, any kind of resolution that's going to be coming anytime soon. It looks like a full aggressive invasion from Russia, and it could get a lot worse before it gets any better. It doesn't look like any kind of threat of sanctions coming from the US, I don't think is going to deter Russia. And any threat of European sanctions, I just don't think that is strong enough. I don't think anybody believes that Russia is going to back down, and it looks like there could be more turmoil before it gets any better, unfortunately. So that's what's happened, and it's quite interesting because you can see, we can always speculate, what's going to happen, but you can see Bitcoin has done the opposite of gold there. So right now, gold is still being seen as the safe haven, and that's why you're seeing gold go up. So for gold traders, that looks like a good opportunity now. To potentially trend trade. So we could get a new trend in gold. Obviously, it's at a high point right now, so you don't want to be buying it at these kind of high points. But as the dust settles, and any retracements now could represent good buying opportunities. Now, what else has been affected? Well, crude oil. Crude oil has been affected with supply chain risks. Okay, potentially, if there's less supply, and Russia is an exporter of oil. If there's less supply, then naturally prices will go up. Experts are saying it may not necessarily affect. It may not affect the supply because any kind of sanctions from the US is only going to affect their own economy, although Biden is saying that there will be sanctions against Russia. So that kind of remains to be seen. So if in the unlikely event that the US stop importing oil from Russia, of course that will have a big effect on the oil price. Right now, I think it's just a natural reaction to the news. And I think, if we kind of have a little look, this is what's happening right now on crude oil, going back up towards $100 barrel. Again, I would just kind of be cautious here. It's going to be very, very volatile, and at the moment, I wouldn't be buying at these high prices. But certainly, again, this could be a new trend in oil. Okay, so it's been a while since we got to that kind of price. If we just take a look at the monthly chart, this is what the monthly chart looks like right now. So interesting times. And the other thing that's been affected, guys, is corn. Now you might be thinking, why corn? Well, basically the Ukraine and Russia are big exporters of corn, and so the corn price, again, if you think of it like this, if the demand is there but the supply isn't there, naturally the price goes up. Simple economics. And right now, again, with what's going on, it's almost certain there's going to be some supply restrictions. So a lot going on, a lot of turmoil. It's good to kind of know how things are moving when something like this happens. Right now, I think the global stock market has gone down. Cryptos have gone down, but gold, oil, and some other metal commodities like aluminium and corn, they're going up at the moment. And that's the state of the market right now, guys. I just wanted to kind of just send you guys an update. This is what's happening in the markets, and we're just going to have to kind of sit back, see, kind of listen to the news, listen to what's going on, and what the global consensus is. What is Biden going to say? what is Biden going to do, because that's going to have a big impact. You know, the US is a huge country, and you know, if they take a certain stance, there might be other countries that follow, and that's going to be, you know, that's going to potentially affect all of these markets. So, and remember, guys, sometimes the markets react, but it's not, you know, it's a natural, quick, impulsive reaction, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be the future trend. So just have that in your mind. Right now, let's keep an eye out, and let's think of, you know, we know there's more important things than making money. Obviously, my job as a trader and investor is to keep you guys informed, but most importantly, right now, we're thinking of the people in the Ukraine, and we pray for you, and we hope that this is going to get resolved, and things are going to improve very, very soon. All right, guys, that's all from me today. I do wish you a great day, good trading, and I'll catch you again soon with another video. Take care.